Made it through the struggle, got it off the muscle. Wanted Gucci on my buckle, so I had to hustle.
What is up, guys? We are back. The bench buddies are back. You got Zach here, Ethan right here.
Welcome,
but
welcome.
Before we get into this NFL teams breakdown, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, comment on our videos. Y'all know what's up. So Ethan, you want to explain what we're doing today?
All right, so today we're going to be ranking NFL teams in tiers for this season for 2021. There's a lot of good teams this year and the talent we all really like, so this will be fun. So let's get right into it. You want to start with the Arizona Cardinals?
Yeah, I'll go Cardinals. They are a potential playoff team. With getting AJ Green in free agency, that could be a key piece for them. He's a little older, but it helps out D-Hop a little bit. And losing Kenyon Drake to the Raiders doesn't help the running game, but
Picked up
it's all
James
going to come down to
Conner.
that. Yep,
Picked up
James Conner. So yeah, I think the Cardinals have a shot. Just a tough division out there in the West.
Yeah, that team, they're good. It's just they're playing in the best division, so I mean, it's possible. All right, Falcons. I'm gonna say they're below 500 this year. I like Kyle Pitts. It's a great pick. Matt Ryan's good. That offense is good. I don't know how they're gonna react without Julio Jones, but I think they're gonna be. I think their offense will be fine. Let's just worry about the defense in that division. So I feel like they'll be around 7-10 or so. Is my prediction for them.
All right, we'll go with the Ravens here. I mean, you got to put them in the playoffs. Lamar's leading the team. Lamar will do Lamar things. People say he's still not a quarterback, but he's pretty electrifying to watch.
He won an MVP and then got better, so
right.
I like him.
Let's see. I would say that offense he has, it's a little underrated. Everyone's kind of young, so they're still going through a little hurdles here and there. But I think maybe this could be the year they finally break through and make a run.
All right. Yep, I agree. The Bills are also a playoff team. I think they're going to win the division. Josh Allen just signed a big contract. Their offense is awesome. Josh Allen's awesome, so they could be a Super Bowl contender for sure. Top 5 in the league, absolutely.
We'll go Panthers. I think they're just going to miss the playoffs. Sam Darnold, I think he's going to have a good year. I think just the situation he was in New York doesn't really help. But he's got a few weapons now over there in Carolina, better coach, just it's a better opportunity for him, and he could have like a Ryan Tannehill effect in his first year after getting out of Miami.
Yep, that offense is getting better. The Bears, I'll say that they're below 500. I think with Andy Dalton, they'll start off pretty below, and then Justin Fields, hopefully he comes in, and I think he's gonna have a bright future. So they'll be good. They're a few years away. I think they'll be good. They finally drafted their quarterback, so that'll be fun for all the Bears fans around here.
Bengals, below 500. Joe Burrow showed glimpses last year of why he was the number 1 pick, but he's coming off ACL surgery, so you never know how that's going to go. But helping Burrow out is getting Jamar Chase, ex-college teammate. They already have that connection, so they could be a dangerous team. They could just miss the playoffs. Who knows? They could make a run, but the AFC North is a tough division this year, and unfortunately, the Bengals are the worst team in the division this year.
Yeah. Yep. Next will be the Cleveland Browns. I got them winning the division. I got them winning the division, beating out the Ravens. I like them and the Ravens a lot, and I think the Browns roster is better. They're not as special at quarterback, but they got their roster stacked. So I think they're gonna win this division. Even though I'm a Steelers fan, it hurts me, but whatever.
Oops. Cowboys. I would put them here, but all the Cowboys fans would get on me. But I think they'll be a little below 500, or they could be a playoff team just because who's in that NFC East, you don't really know. So I think just keeping them here, or maybe just to miss the playoffs is really so they could really be either or. But they showed last year with Prescott that they still weren't as good of a team as they thought they would. Their defense is atrocious. Getting Micah Parsons was a huge addition, but I mean, one guy isn't going to complete an 11-team
Yeah.
defense.
Yeah. With Dak, I feel like they'll be around that tier as well, as long as he doesn't get hurt, and then you'll see them going into the trash category. But
Yeah.
all right, so with the Broncos, I think they're gonna be. I like their roster, but they got Drew Lock, so I'm gonna put them in the trash category. No, I don't really
I
think
agree.
trash, but I don't think they're too bad. But the fact they're playing the AFC West with the Chiefs, Chargers, and Raiders, they're going to be a bottom third of the NFL this year. So that's where I'm at.
Lions. Sorry, everyone that's from around here. Being a Packers fan, it's great to see the Packers beat down the Lions every year. But getting rid of Stafford, it was pretty emotional for all the Lions fans. But they did get Goff back in a few picks. But it's just not going to be enough to even get them around 500 this year. They're not projected to do so hot. But
they lost Stafford and Galladay.
Yep. The new coach, though, he'll bite your kneecap off if he hears this video. He might bite my kneecap off. So hopefully he doesn't see that.
All right, the Packers, I'll put them in the playoff team. They're going to be a Super Bowl contender now that Aaron Rodgers is back. I think he's going to play at an MVP rate again. Unfortunately, the last few years, they just lose in the NFC Championship game. So sorry for all my Packers fans out there, especially you, Quinn.
Yeah, maybe this will be the year. But we'll just jump right into the Texans. Deshaun Watson, who knows what's going on there?
Nothing to say about that. I mean, geez, they're horrible.
Just considering how they're handling that situation, it's pretty bad. So we're just going to throw them in the trash and just not even speak of that franchise.
I think the Colts will just miss the playoffs. I think they're a really good team, but I mean, with Quentin Nelson and Carson Wentz, I heard that they might be returning for week 1, so they could be a playoff team, but I like the Titans more in that division, so I got them there.
Jacksonville, I think Lawrence and Etienne will be a great addition, so that's why I'm putting them below 500. They do have weapons there, like last year Minshew showed that like he could sling it a little bit, and they had receivers that could go out and get the ball, and their defense is like an average defense. So I could see them upsetting a few teams this year just in the regular season, but I think it's a year or two away from them potentially even being a wild card team or winning the division. Yeah,
and the Chiefs are going to be a Super Bowl team. They go up there, and I mean, there's not much to say. They're great at all the offensive skill positions, and they got better at the offensive line. So with one of the best coaches in football, I can't really see a decline in for them this season.
Mm-hmm. The Chargers, I really want to put them in the playoffs, but just in that division with both LA's, not LA, with the Chiefs and Bills. Vegas. I mean, they got to at least split every game with them,
Yeah.
I just don't think they could do it. I think they have one of the hardest schedules, I believe. I'm not sure this year. And Herbert is poised to have a big year, though.
And with the next LA team, we're going with the Rams. I think they're a playoff team. I think they're going to win the division. Them and the Seahawks are going to be a good fight. Same with the Niners. That division's stacked. So I love Stafford to the Rams. Great move for them. And it's going to be fun to watch this year.
Mm-hmm. Losing Akers is a big blow.
Yeah.
But luckily enough, it was early in the season where they can address it and try to figure it out without him.
Yeah. Agreed.
Miami.
Dolphins.
I'm putting them here. Like, they don't know what Tua they're gonna get. Fitzpatrick's gone, so it's relying on Tua this year. And if Tua doesn't come through, then it's just not gonna be a good year.
Yeah. See, I disagree with you on that. I think their roster's good. I'd put them in below 500 or even just missing the playoffs, but I could see where you're coming from. Rookie quarterback, or not rookie quarterback, but young quarterback off an injury. It's definitely possible that they don't turn out well. All right, so the Vikings, I think they're going to just miss the playoffs, but they're also a playoff team at the same time because their running game is amazing with Dalvin Cook, top 3 running back in the league. Defense is better. Kirk Cousins just doesn't really show up a lot, so that's why I'm going to be there. And I trust Aaron Rodgers more than Kirk Cousins in that situation. So,
Patriots, below below 500 just because they have Bill Belichick. I think they'll be better than last year. That's for sure. I don't know how Newton's gonna act. You got Mac Jones. A lot of competition there in New England. But I guess we're just gonna really have to see how it plays out. I mean, I'm rooting for New England just because of Cam Newton, and he just had a rough go at it last year. But hopefully this year he'll make another big stride.
Next, the Saints. I'm gonna put them as below 500 because Drew Brees retired last year, and Michael Thomas is always has injury problems. So I think they could, they're a few wins away from just missing the playoffs or even being a playoff team, but their division's tough this year. I got them placing third behind the Panthers. So let me know if that's a hot take, but I'm not too high on the Saints this year. Giants. What do you think about this one?
See, I want to put them as a playoff team because they're in one of the easiest divisions.
But
I think they're just gonna miss it because of Danny Dimes and how inconsistent he is.
as long as Saquon stays healthy, they'll have a chance at the NFC East for sure.
The
Jets. I'm gonna put them as trash because they are trash. Zach Wilson. I heard there's a little bit of Johnny Manziel in him. I think I like him, but you never know with the Jets. So good luck to him. I hope he has a good career. But
Raiders. They can be a playoff team, but it's just they're gonna have to play well. I think we just put them there just because all the hype. They're in Vegas with fans for the first time, so I think that'll be a few games at the beginning. Few home games will be give them a little boost, want to show what they got, so that could propel them to a few extra wins. So maybe they can sneak in as a wild card team.
Yeah, I like that. Eagles, I think they are trash. I think they'll be the worst team in the division. Justin Fields, I don't know if Justin Fields is the answer or not. I'm not too great on him, but I liked who'd they draft first round again? Forgot. A wide receiver.
Oh, they Devonta Smith. I heard he's kind of already hurt though. That could be a problem. But that's Philly for you. I mean, he might get better. Who knows? He's still a freak athlete at 180. Yeah. Doesn't matter as long as that dude can ball out. I don't really care about all the weight, height, whatever. If you can play, you can play.
Yep. Steelers. What are you thinking? I'm
thinking they're just gonna miss it. They still got a good core. Drafting Najee, I think that might be. I think he could potentially win Rookie of the Year just because how much the Steelers normally run the ball, anyways. But having Juju, Claypool really showed out last year. I just think that they have a shot, but once again, they're in one of the toughest divisions in the AFC, so you really don't know how that's going to work out for them.
Right, yeah. Niners, I think they're gonna be a just miss the playoffs type of team. I like them a lot. They have a great roster. We don't know about the quarterback right now, so I think that's the most safe place to put them, especially in the NFC West.
Seahawks, playoff team for sure. I think they made the playoffs 5-6 years in a row, something like that. Russell Wilson, obviously, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and then he has a good line around him, protect him. Defense is average, maybe a little above, and he's got a few weapons. He's got Metcalf. He's got Lockett.
This could be their year.
Could be. Maybe he'll get an MVP vote this year.
Maybe. So I think for these next three teams, they're all playoff teams, so we could just put them there. We got the Titans, the Buccaneers, and the Washington football team. Washington football team, their defensive line stellar, so they should win that division pretty easily, I think. Bucks. The Bucks are the defending Super Bowl champions. So Tom Brady, that dude's an ageless wonder. It's crazy.
I mean, it also helps when you have literally almost every NFL, your whole team coming back.
Yeah.
That you ran it. You're just pretty much running it back. And I mean, Mike Evans was hurt half the year. Godwin was hurt a little bit. Brown was hurt.
They had Antonio Brown only at the end of the year. I think he'll have a good season this year.
So they've got lots of weapons surrounding Brady. So I really think they could run it back as Super Bowl champions too. But I mean, obviously, a lot of things have to go right for obviously every team that wins it. So that's Tampa, but Tennessee, they're one of my I guess not sleeper teams heading this year because they're pretty high up there, but I think they have a real shot at winning it all. Tannehill, in my opinion, is the real deal.
Is
It
Derrick
helps when
Henry
you
going to
have-
rush for 2,000 yards again?
I don't think so. I think they don't want to. They want to conserve
They
him
might
a
want to
little bit.
might want to load manage. Yeah.
But with 18 games or with an 18-week
got an
season
extra
now
game.
and 17 games,
Forgot
that's an
about
extra
that.
game. So,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of records might start to get broken in the upcoming years. But I think Tennessee has a good shot at potentially playing Tampa or something like that. I don't know. That's not my final prediction, nothing. I mean, that's just going off stats and on paper.
All right. So
so-
that'll wrap up there, right?
Yep, I think that's it
everybody,
for
thanks
all of the
for
NFL
watching.
teams.
Like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at Bench Buddies. And we're out of here.
Yep, we'll see you till the next video. Thanks, guys.
Work out for me.